Hey, Crazy. Hey, Grass Puddle. Oh, yeah. I texted Yank. He's here. He's here. Put that right here. We're going to be over here for a while. Woot, woot, woot. Alright. This will be a kind of chill, boring stream. We're just going to be making all those boards because I need to make a lot of them. And I have all of the parts now, so we can get ahead of orders and I'm not just always behind. Moo, hot cows. What's up? So I'd like to get 4 of each made so I have a little bit of inventory. And every time I get a little inventory, I sell them all. But I'm not complaining. Grass Puddle, Crazy, Hot Cows, Yank. The whole crew is here. Okay. So, we're back at it. Just don't need much other than solder. We need our iron on, that's for sure. And our side cutters. How is the PS1s coming along, Crazy? How are they coming along, my friend? That's what I want to know. Oh, also, if you remember the other night, or last night, we were having some issues with the Intellivision multicarts. I figured it out. We are missing a config file. So the way the Intellivision ones work is they have to see a configuration file with the game. If they don't, and it's usually called 0 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.cfg. And that configuration file tells them what type of game they are starting, because apparently there's different ways the games start. And if you don't have the right config file with the game you're trying to boot, it won't start. So what you do is you put the appropriate config file for whatever game you're doing in the folder with the ROM. And most, like 90% of the games use config 0. There's like 6 or 7 total, but almost all of them use config 0. And if they use config 0, you're supposed to default to that. You don't have to put config 0 in every single folder with every single ROM. So what you do is if it's something other than 0, you put it with the game. But if it's 0, it goes in the root directory and it will use that. So that was our problem. We didn't have the one in root. So the games that had their own config files will work, but the ones that need 0 won't. So that's why most games wouldn't work, because most of them need 0. And I'm an idiot. And I sold one locally, and the poor guy has to come back now, or I have to meet him, because I was like, hey, so you gotta put this file on there. And he's like, I'm not going to be able to figure that out. And I'm like, damn it. Okay, well, I'll meet you up. That's my bad. I'll get you a new one. I'll come to you, because that's my fuck up. But he insisted on meeting me at the same location. So we'll go meet him and fix him up, right? 20 miles, Grass Puddle. Grass Puddle, what do you do? Walking simulator? Do you guys like the music on the stream, by the way? Or is it just annoying? Be real. Would you like to just have it and be no music and pick your own? Be real, be real. Walk up, ho, It's chill, okay. I went to school uphill both ways every damn day. You guys have no idea how hard it is. I had a bowl of nails for breakfast without any milk. That's a cold joint. There we go. Atari football went on its way today. It's going all the way to Portland, Oregon. Would you believe? Okay, that one that shuts down, you might ask Yank about that. I have no idea. That's a very strange one. Would make, like you said in the Discord, makes a great parts machine though. But if you didn't want it to be a parts machine, then yeah, that's a weird one. Porta Potty Land, yep, it's going. You know what the funniest thing about that is? The guy who picked it up, you know, it's one of those guys on used ships, so he's transporting tons of different stuff. And one of the things he's transporting is one of those bathroom trailers, like the portable bathroom trailers. And he's taking it all the way to Portland. So he's taking the potty to Potty Land. The guy in Portland was extremely nice. We worked out a deal, and I'm happy it's going to someone who's going to appreciate it. I gotta buy more of these buttons. Almost out of these buttons. These were like $5 on Amazon. I just gotta buy more of them now. So I'm not kidding when I tell you that Atari Football is currently ratchet strapped in a bathroom going down the highway. That is literally what it's doing right this second. No joke. Okay, there's our first one done. Many, many to go. I like my new side. I love my swoop case. I like my new side cutters. They work very well. Okay, good. I'm glad we need some. I ordered the marquee for the Cosmic Avenger. I also started putting together the video for Atari Football, so I got to finish the voiceover stuff portions and get all the videos put together, and then I'll have a video out on the restoration of the Atari Football, which was fun. And I have another Atari Football to do. Maybe the next Atari Football we do live on stream. I tell you what, I don't know what it is, but like, I post a video on YouTube, like a video I spent a lot of time on, and it will do ass. Like, it will get like 10 views over the course of months. But I do a live, or I post a short, and it will get hundreds of views. Of course, the shorts will get thousands. I got a short with like 20K. But the videos, they suck. Maybe I'm just not good at it. You gotta do all the thumbnail shit. You gotta, that's hard. Also, a lot of people probably pay for promotional shit to get seen. I ain't doing all that. But, why put all the time into a video when you could do a stream and get just as many views and not have to deal with editing and all of that? Our board fall out. Let's make sure it still fits in here good. Hi, Attic. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Did you work on that Xbox I gave you yet, Yank? The one with the bad disk drive? You said you had a replacement for it laying around. Hope that is all it needed. I saw your short of you having the R2-D2 on the shelf. I have not commented yet. I apologize. I cannot explain to you how ungodly busy I've been. I had to ship 2 arcade machines this week. We're getting ready for the busiest time of year for my job, and I am just, and I'm selling these carts like hotcakes. Like, it's all happening at the same damn time. At the same damn time. At the same damn time. Like, I literally get off stream at like midnight or whenever I usually end, and then I pack and ship for like an hour. And then I fall in bed, wake up, and do it again. Sorry, Hot Cows, that's awesome. I'm supposed to come back with something helpful with a Game Boy Light. Yeah, you can 3D print the back. Knackered screen. Does anyone sell aftermarket screens? Is it just like, is the screen, the LCD like fact? Struggling from success. Yeah, it's hard. Like, I don't want to be a fucking video editor. I just want to restore the damn machines and sell them and make money, and the videos are just kind of nice to have, so I don't want to spend, like, every few hours I'm spending you know, messing with a machine or fucking with the editing of videos, hours I could be spent actually fixing something. And I don't make any money off the damn editing because the videos do absolutely awful. We got like 30 views over months. It's like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, the only thing it seems to be good is shorts and streams. Second mic for his get. Can you guys not hear me very well? I'm wearing the mic. Is it using the wrong mic? I'll be real pissed if it is. After all this time. Okay, yeah, I fucked it up. So you won't hear me for a second because I messed with it. This is the classic streamer mic muted meme. They get all the big streamers with that all the time. Like, can't hear you, can't hear you. Hot Cows, or not Hot Cows, sorry. Grass Puddle gets me with that. I think he's got me with that twice now. You guys playing any good games? I really want to play the new Resident Evil game, but God knows when I'll have time to do that. Never. Never, never. Alright, there's all those. I don't fancy you. Why, thanks, Hot Cows. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I had to go back through my videos and find when we did the Atari football overlay so I could add the clips of me doing that on stream into the video. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? That was like December of last year. Can you believe that? That was that long ago? So we've been streaming for, gosh. That was in December, so 4 months now. December, January, February, March, yeah. 4.5, something like that. First stream, well, no, I think it's more than that. I think we started in November. We did our first streams in November. All right, that all looks good. Now we grab the baggie, use it to protect our hand while we cut all these off, and make it so they don't fly at the ceiling. Yeah, haven't made it to the new Silent Hill game. Yeah. That's how life goes, right? You're like, man, I can't wait for that game to come out. And then it comes out and you're like, I'm gonna get to that one of these days. One of these days. One of these days. Like echoes out of it. One of these days. I've become a Multicart sweatshop. What are we gonna do? Grass Puddle just made its Resident Evil 7 and 8. So before, of course I played the old ones. I played Resident Evil 4. I played Resident Evil 5. Which one's Biohazard? I keep forgetting. Is that 7? I've asked this a million times, I know. 7, yeah. 6. People like me, so one of these days I can play it. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, if 8 is Village, then yeah, it's 7. It's the one right before Village. Because they're both Ethan Winters, or whatever his name is. It's the same character in those. Okay. Let's get our diode installed. Rink. Along with our button. And yeah, I'm gonna have to order more buttons. I'm almost out. Almost out of buttons. I need to get a new thing to clean my iron. Doesn't work very well. I turned up my iron yank. I'm soldering about 390 now. I like it a little better than doing it at 370. That's what I was doing it at before. I think this thing will go to 450. That's just too damn hot. Grass puddle's right. Okay. Ooh. Those didn't want to break. Let go, my friends. My phone go to sleep? It did. I'm back. Oh, what the hell? Alright, am I back to live? Yeah, okay, good. I got my phone set up so I can actually see when you guys are saying something, because I'm sitting on the other bench and don't have a monitor for this side. Okay. There's another board made. Everything looks good. Quality QA check. QA check. Looks good. That's 3. Let's do one more. Did you already Platinum 6, Attic? That was fast. Anyone got the Duke game on? I had the Duke game on. I was working out earlier. Kind of want to know who was winning that. It was tied at half. I think Florida State was winning by a few points at halftime. That's a big game, big game. Oh, you did 6 last year. Okay, I thought you just did it. Man, you've already had that PS5 that long? Man, that's crazy. I feel like you just got that the other day. It's been over a year. I can't believe there's a PS5 Pro. I didn't even fucking know that. Feels like the OG PS5 just came out the other day. The other fucking day. Yeah, I figured Duke would pull that out. Go Blue Devils. That's my high school mascot, was the Blue Devils too, so we have a reason to root for them. Let's get these 2 things installed. Is that flat? Yep, that looks flat. That looks good. Get that button. That's good. Flip it over. Board. Installation. There we go. Need to get some focusable cameras or zoomable cameras to get you guys in on this better. That will be the next thing to look at. Purchasing. Yeah, that tells you how much I game on console. I didn't even know the Pro came out. I remember when the next gen Xbox came out, an addict got it at Walmart, and like no one could get one. That was like during COVID, and his ass just went on Walmart.com and ordered it, and we went and picked it up. I remember that day. That was a crazy one. Was that day one? Oh shit. Alright, there's 4 of those. Now let's make 4 of the Intellivision ones. Let's clean up a bit here. Get all these metal shavings out of here. There we go. So the Intellivision ones require another component, and it is a BC547 transistor. And they're also weird. Oh, we might be able to use our little antenna masts here to hold this up. Perfect. Look at that. Using the random shit we have laying around. Oh, I didn't bring it down here, but I got my shitty Madden game. It's upstairs playing, doing a bunch of sims. You know how you can just make Madden CPUs play each other? And it just plays like football games over and over again. It's doing that right now, so I'm gonna let it do that, and then I'll take it to the game store tomorrow if I wake up in the morning and it's still playing them. What's the mini fridge? I don't know what you guys are talking about. You gotta fill me in. Okay. Now we gotta put side button on, diode on. and the BC457. There's all that. I remember back in the day, PlayStation had cool trophies, they had free online play, but all my friends had Xboxes, and nothing rivaled Xbox Party Chat. Xbox Party Chat was the best. It was really hard to talk to your friends on PlayStation 3. It would kick you all the time. I used this shitty fucking Bluetooth mic in my ear. It was awful. The ability to talk to friends and invite to parties and join games and stuff was so much better on Xbox on 360. PlayStation was good at, single player games and all that, but community was on the 360. That also was probably due to everyone in my school had Xboxes, so there's probably some PlayStation schools out there too, but everyone at my school had Xboxes. I was like one of the few weird kids who had a PS3. So eventually, when I got to high school and I was like, yep, all my friends still only have Xboxes, I ended up getting a 360, like a cheap one on eBay, just to play with them and talk to them on Party Chat. Make sure these are not touching each other. There we go. Yeah, the gold subscription, right. I know they sold other tiers of subscriptions, but what the hell did they do? Everyone just had to have gold to do all the online stuff. But did they have a silver? Like, why was it called gold? Honestly, don't even know. All right, there's our first Intellivision one of the night. Let's do 3 more of those. And then see what time it is. And then we can program these and test them real quick. Okay, silver lets you talk, but you couldn't play games online. Okay. And that was the only other one you could get. There wasn't like a bronze, right? It was just silver and gold. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Ah, silver was free. Oh, shit. Okay. It didn't cost anything to talk to your friends. Okay. Is Hot Cow still here? I got a question for him. He's British, right? He lives in the UK. I don't know if Hot House is still here or not, but oh my, was it my stream die? Oh no, there it goes. There we go. These are all soldered in. We'll try him again later. I have a question for him. We'll try him again later. Alright, there's another one fully put together. Oh, that button's not down all the way. We need to push that button down. Let's get this side first. There we go. Now, this side. That's better. Now it's sitting flat. Yep, sitting flat. All right. Yep, it's flat. All right, another board. Let's clean this up a bit again. Oh, the answer is beans on toast? Okay. You're right, Grass Puddle. What was I thinking? What would the answer be other than that, really? Let me clean off my magnet. Did I not get another board already? Ugh. Look good. Flat. Yep. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to say what I was going to say, because if I don't, I'm going to forget it. But I want to know if Hot Cows the top cover grill is broken. Shit, Yank. You think that happened in shipping, man? I'm sorry. I swear every year I ship stuff with FedEx, they get a little rougher with it. Every year they get rougher with shit. Hey. There we go. Now we gotta I gotta buy more of these tonight or soon. I got a few more of these. Oh, sorry guys. Cal's question. When I was in college, whenever I needed to de-stress, whenever I wanted to watch a video or something, there was this guy on YouTube. He still does it to this day. I don't know if he does it as much as he used to, because I'm sure he's a lot older now, but it's called Cruising the Cut. You can look it up, and he narrow boats. If you don't know what narrow boating is, it's boating in the canals, the British canals, and you can only go like fucking 2 miles per hour in the canals. But all he does is drive his little narrow boat around, you know, the British countryside at 2 fucking miles an hour up the canals, through the locks and everything. Talks about like where you can, and these people live in these things. Like it's like campers on the water, but they're super, it's kind of impressive the amount of shit that can fit in these boats. You know, kitchens, living rooms. This guy had a whole ass fucking lathe in his. And they're usually really old, like diesel engines. And it's a bucket list thing. Phil, you know who I'm talking about? So Cruising the Cut now lives in a house. That's so crazy, you know what I'm talking about. I loved watching that guy. I don't know why it was so entertaining to me, but it just was. I could watch him, like, it's so peaceful. It looks like the most peaceful thing imaginable. On a boat, going like 2 miles an hour down these channels. You know, I didn't even know that was, and it's like, I don't know how big it is over there, but no one does that here, obviously, because we don't have, like, any canals like they do, but that's like a bucket list thing for me. I want to ride on a narrowboat or, like, do a vacation and stay on one for, like, a weekend or something. I think that would be so much fun. Phil, do you live in, I know your name's Phil Wheat in Austin, so I assume you're in the United States. I was going to ask you if you live over there and could tell me more about how many people do that kind of stuff. Because it looks really cool, but it also doesn't look like there's that many people that are on the water when he's doing it. I mean, some of these people live in there full time, and they like have coal burning like fireplaces, and a boat goes up the lake or up the channel every week and delivers coal so that they could heat their little boat. I don't know, I think that's it. Sick. Anyways, how we do here? Got a lot of good volcanoes. Yep, looks good. Diode's not on backwards. Transistor's not in backwards. That's good, that's good, that's good. On the French canals. I guess that makes sense. All those European countries probably have canals. The question is how many of them kept them. We have a few places in the United States with canals. Like by me in Metamora, Indiana, they still have their canals. And it's kind of like they've kind of tried to keep it looking like it's from that era. The canal still runs. There's, you know, horses that move stuff around to give you, like, show you how canals used to work, but nowhere near as many as they had in the UK. How's that looking? Flat? Pretty flat. Let's push down here. There you go. Now it's completely flat. Yeah. Good. All right, there's your weird tidbit. When I was in my master's program, if I wanted to relax, we watched a Cruise in the Cut video. And I'd sit there and watch him fucking go 2 miles an hour and talk about where he was going to get lunch, where he was going to moor his boat and get lunch that day. I was like, man, what a life. Live my little boat. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, the narrow boats can go everywhere, but there's bigger boats, but they're limited to certain canals. Makes sense. Yeah, Phil, that sounds like it'd be such a bucket list thing. I would love to do that. How cool would that be? It just sounds so relaxing. I can't think of anything more relaxing. There's something about being on a boat. It's just very relaxing. And especially one that is just putting along at like slow. Yeah. On a boat with quiet water with good food right around the bend. Amen. All right. It's another one. And we're just going to add these little parts, the reset button. All the legs are always bent on these because they're just thrown in a bag. There we go. And the diode, please. All right. There we go. Bend those legs down. sure those aren't touching. They look good. All right, so there's for Intellivisions, and here is for Pies, for Colecos. All right, we've done 4 of each. Now I gotta go program these. Phil Wheat, that is so cool that we have that common channel we watch. That's funny. I'm gonna go program these because the programmer's upstairs. So, and I also gotta get the cases because I don't think I have any of the cases for these down here. I might have left them in my car. Clean the wires, stubs. And by that you mean you just want me to heat them up? Like that. So they're not flat. There we go. It does look bad when they're all cut like that, but no, says Yank. What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyways, let me go, oh, clean them off yeah. I use the magnet for that. Makes it really easy. Yeah. Let me go program these, and then I will be back. So, I'm going to change it to my BRB screen, and I'll program these, and I'll get all the cases and put it together. right, okay. All right, okay. That didn't take too long, did it? What will take longer is untangling all these cords on my freaking desk. Oh my god. What happened? There we go. Get this out of here. Let me try to catch up with you guys are saying. I'll find different music to do here soon too. This is just the one that I found that was copyright free and easy to get working. So it's going to get old after a while hearing the same tunes for over and over again. Okay, so all right, so here is our makeshift Intellivision tester. You've seen this before on stream because I sold my really nice Intellivision with all the games and everything to a very nice lad in Kentucky. And now I'm stuck with this because I have no Coleco power supply. But what do have is a bunch of arcade switching power supplies. And this gives all the voltages I need for the Colecovision, +5, -5, +12, and ground. So we have a bunch of alligator clips hooked up. Kentucky bound, that's right. And that lets us plug into this. So now, make sure nothing's touching anything it shouldn't. And we can turn it on. And all we have to do is plug in the power supply. And there it is. Now the picture's going to look absolutely awful because this is a switching power supply and it's going to make the RF signal really dirty, plus we don't have the shield on it and the power supply is sitting inches away from the RF box. So it's going to look like shit, but it's good enough for our testing purposes. So now we can put our Pi Coleco in and turn it on. It boots, fantastic. And then all we got to do is make sure it plays a game or two. The buttons on these controllers also suck because I sold all the nice controllers. All right, there it is. So it's playing Donkey Kong Jr. Make sure it actually... Don't worry, I am a professional. I laugh when I say that. And the reset button works. Let's do an expensive game. I'm pretty sure Frogger 2 is a pretty expensive game. Maybe that's only the Atari 2600 Frogger 2. Where's my little guy at? Oh, there he is. Yeah, this controller sucks, but the cartridge is working, so. All right, so that's cartridge 1 tested. Seems to be working a-okay. Cartridge 2. And I usually only do one game. We did 2 on that one, just for funsies. Cartridge 2. Cartridge 2 is not happy. There it goes. Yeah, sorry about the seizure-inducing display, but this is a really shitty power supply we have on this thing, and it really doesn't like it. Yeah, I know. I know, buddy. I know you don't like it. That's better. I rednecked it to hell and back. That's what I did. Frenzy, I don't know if that ROM works. Looks like that's a negative Ghost Rider. Let's see if the other Frenzy works. Some of the games just don't work because they weren't, they do something weird. Yeah, Frenzy seems to do something weird, so that's not working. This is the Coleco we fixed with the bad LS138. So he tried to fuck us, and it's his fault because I had this sitting in a box, fully tested for months and months and months and months, and then I go to actually sell the thing, and it doesn't work. It didn't work. So I had to sell my tester one that worked, and I now have this broken one, and I had to repair this one. And that's how we found the LS138 had gone bad. Also, some games you have to hit the reset button on, and the reset button on this console is also fucked. So. Yeah, this one had the 138 with the bad leg. Exactly. All right. All right, those all look happy. So there is our 4 Now we can switch cams to desk cam. Now all we got to do is put those guys in there nice. Look at these cases. Every time we do a print, they get a little nicer. Beautiful carbon fiber. All right. We've been working very hard on getting the, look at that, fits down in there. It's completely flat. No more issue with the, oh man, and it closes perfectly. Isn't that awesome? Ta-da! I'm gonna take, the way that I always put toppers on these buttons because it looks really nice. So I just kind of snip a tiny bit off the top of the button. And then we grab our thing of buttons. Yeah. I have a bunch of buttons over here. They're all spewing about. And it just sits right on top. Make sure all the little 3D print mess is cleaned off of it. There you go. Now you got a beautiful little button. And now I have my McMaster car plastic self-tapping screws. That poor console. It wanted to go to the landfill. It killed itself, and we wouldn't let it die. We brought it back, and it is not happy about it. It does not. It did not want to be brought back to life. Grass Puddle's going to start an ASPCA commercial for my Colecovision. In the arms arms of an angel. You too can save Colecovisions that have been abused by Tristan's Electronic Garage. I don't know where my screwdrivers all went to. All right, there's your first one done. Very pretty. Clips right in. Just need to get a button. We've been having some problems with the print bed where it wants to kind of like fit, it wants to like if it's supposed to be flat like this, it kind of wants to do this, like bend up at the end of the print, and we get a little bit of, you know, and I can screw this real down hard and it fixes it most of the way, and it fits in the console fine. I mean, they work great. It's just I wish we could get it perfect. Wish we could get it absolutely perfect. And we're working on it, damn it. Nice. Glass beds were the old way to do it. Yeah, I'm kind of new to this whole 3D printing thing. I have a friend who is really into it at work, and he's making these for me. He's got a lot of really nice printers. He designs a lot of parts for lathes, for drill presses. He's a big machinist. He actually helped me fix on Atari Football, one of the controllers. Someone had just drilled a hole in the screw and put like a license plate screw in there. So it was really poorly put together. So what he ended up helping me do is we drilled out where the license plate screw was and tapped it with and then put a big bolt in, Loctite the bolt, put the bolt in, cut the top off the bolt, and then re-tapped and drilled the actual screw that should go in there in the big bolt. And it worked perfectly, and you can't even tell that the repair was done. gotta get a button for this. This one, yeah, that one's come off. Yeah, it was a lot of work. But it saved that thing, and it's going down the road. It's going to Portland, Oregon. And I hope to God it makes it there in good condition, because that, I put my heart and soul into that thing, and I'd be really upset if it got damaged on the road. The guy seemed nice enough, though. Alright, there's 4 Pi Colecos, so now we actually have some backlog. I might take one of these to the game store just to show it off. I don't know if I'll leave him one to... I guess I could leave him one. But then I gotta make more to stock back up here. Oh god. Alright. Now we gotta do the Intellivisions. And the Intellivisions I can actually do here instead of having to run upstairs, because I have the files on this computer. So let's grab those and we'll program them real fast. Oh, by the way, what's my uptime? How long did this take me to do 4 of them? We're getting close to having put them completely together and everything, so let's see. So I can change you guys to computer. And then all I do is I take this file and move it over, and then it will go away, and it will come back. As this, and then we got to put all those on there. Oh, so we did 4 of them. We did 4 of them almost completely in less than 2 hours. You can tell an AYG repair just looks for duct tape. Max Stone, thank you for subscribing. We're on the computer screen, so you didn't get the pop-up. I'm so sorry. Usually you get a nice pop-up, but I don't have alerts on this one because I'm a loser. Let me add alerts to this one. What is that under? It's like links or something. Browser. Alerts. Yeah. Takes it a while, don't it? Thank you, Max Stone. I'm sorry you didn't get a pop-up. That's because I'm a loser. Attic, do you know, can you make it pop up again? I don't know. This takes a while, don't it? These boards are very cheap. These Pi Picos are like I'm getting these from China like $1.50 each for an entire fucking computer board. That is redonkulous. That is insane. So now we can eject that. And go on to the next one. And I have to hold the boot button when I plug it in. There we go. And then we move that over. It loads that firmware. It pops back up. We Control V all the software onto it. Donut. Ugh. Homer noises. This is what I just went upstairs and did for the Colecos. We're done with the Intellivision for now, so I'm gonna pack him up and send him away. He's like, kill me, please. No. No, I won't. Do it. All right, there's all those games. And then we can safely eject this one. Hold the boot button, plug it in. It's gonna pop up like that, and we just drag that over. It goes away. It comes back. Copy paste. That's all there is to it. All there is to it. I really got to take the trash out down here. This trash can is overflowing. Doing these repairs makes so much trash, and making all these consoles work makes so much trash. Come on. Let's go. Put it on there. Grass Pedal wants states and capitals. We got to get back to the Atari 8-bit to do states and capitals. All right, that's that one done, so we can eject it peacefully. Last one. There it is. Eject. All right. Now let's get the Intellivision out here and plug it in. There it is. And go to that cam. unplug this and plug it back in. So we switch to that input. There we go. All right, and now let's plug these puppies in and see how they do. There it goes. So what are some of the things that didn't work? Qbert didn't work. Now Qbert works. I suck at Qbert. Go, you fucking asshole. Gottlieb's Qbert. Hit restart on it. Yep, we gotta play Yanks. Thunder Castle. There it is. Restart. Yep, let's do Frogger. There's Frogger. All right, so I think we got the issue figured out. Let's just make sure they all at least play one game now. If they play one game, if they play a CFG 0 game, then we know they're set up correctly, and then we can put them in cases. Let's do Thunder Castle every time because it's fun, and it's one of the restart games too. So there it is. All right, let's go. Turn off Intellivision. Number 3. I don't know. Play Grid Shock. What's this? Yeah, that works. All right. With love. Aww. There it is. All right. Now we just got to put them in these cases. Oh yes, and to make them fit, we have to chop the corners off, because these 3D prints have some issue with the corners being a little too long. I don't think we have to take that much off. Is that enough? Might need a little more than that. A little bit more than that. You done? Yep. What are you hitting on this side a little bit, huh? Okay. A little bit more. There we go. And then into the case it goes. Now it's not hitting on either side. Beautiful. Now we can put the lid on. And still, you know, we're still having this problem up here in this corner. I don't know what it is. Just does not want to go down all the way. Get some M16s. Not the M216s, not the guns. Shit. Yep. There, it fits in just fine. Real nice and snug. There it is. Put the next one together. Same thing, we got to take those corners off. Fits in good. There it is, boot's good. Reset button works. Yep. There it is. Reset button works. Yank's like, please test that after you put it together. I don't want to get it. And I better not. Chopper lifter better work when I get that son of a bitch. That's what he's saying right now. When I get that son of a bitch, I better be able to play my fucking chopper lifter. Boots. Fucking whole ass moth in here. Get out of here, bro. All right. Chop lifter. Only chopper lifter. That's right. Sorry, Yank. There it is. And that's our whole bag of cases I had made. So now we need more. Cool. Alright, that's 4 of each. So now we got 4 Intellivision ones ready to go, and 4 Coleco ones ready to go. Which is great news. Great news. There they are. That's what we did today. What's my total time? A little over 2 hours? Making all those? I think the carbon fiber looks kind of cool. I like it. Oh, just under. We beat it. Just under. Yeah. All right. All right, I need to go order parts to do more of these, and I need to get to bed early tonight because I have been getting to bed late every night and I have been exhausted. And I need to stop doing that. So, I'm gonna have to sign off here soon and go ship all this stuff and probably tune into Yank's stream if he's gonna do it now. So, I will get faster. Thanks, Grass Puddle. Probably no stream tomorrow night. I need to put together another pinball board because we've had another pinball board order, and the wife wants to do it and watch a movie, so I don't really want to stream while we're watching a movie because we'll get a little bit of everything if we do that. That's no good. So, yeah. Cool, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. We got some stuff done, didn't we? I'm going to the game store tomorrow, so I'll probably have some more stuff to do for this weekend. We'll see. And I'm sure we'll need to make more boards before you know it, because I always got more boards that need made. So, we still have that Amiga that I need to get the controller for, or the mouse. I haven't done that yet. I need to just find a really old mouse at work or something and commandeer it from the bin of shit going to the e-waste anyways, so. No Friday the 13th stream, no, she wants to watch a movie or something, so. And I'm enslaving her for the night to make boards, so I'm not gonna complain. Not gonna complain at all. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. We have our boards. Bam. And bam. And I gotta get these shipped out tonight. Yes, I do, but my problem is it only works with old, regular mice. Here it is. I bought it from overseas. It only works with old, regular mice, and all my mice are too new, so it needs to like be PS2 compatible, but also USB. So that has been a struggle to find a right mouse for. Anyways. Okay. All right. Until next time, everyone, have a good night, and we'll be back with something else fun to do. Yes, I need a mouse that's USB but has a ball in it. That's exactly what I need. All right. Bye. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, Phil. Good night, Grass Puddle. Good night, Yank. Good night, Hot Cows, if you're still here somewhere. Good night, Crazy. Attic. Mitch Sona, if she's around. Yeah, great hanging with all you guys. We'll do this again this weekend. Probably Saturday night. Probably be on Saturday night. Probably doing more of these. Maybe some Fuji Nets if we have some more Fuji Net orders. We'll see.